Good morning. Good morning, Bachche. Hmm.
Good morning,
Am I
ma'am.
audible? Good morning, dear. Good morning. Good.
Yes, ma'am.
If you keep on doing your work daily, you'll not have any issues, beta. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Good, good. So we were talking about which old city yesterday?
Mesopotamia.
We also talked about some new appliances, things which were made.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
What
ma'am.
were they? What
Ma'am,
were they?
they were stone axes, stone hoes, and mortar and pestle.
Good. Let us
And
talk
then,
about
yes, ma'am.
yes.
Ma'am, that's it. That's
Mm,
it.
Yes, yes. Okay. Which crop was grown in Africa?
Millet.
Okay. How did the stone tools change with time?
Ma'am, before development has started, the stone tools were rough and not polished enough. But then after development started, they started becoming more smoothened and polished due to the process of grinding.
If we talk about food, then earlier the priority was just collecting and gathering food. How
Yes,
did this
ma'am.
change?
Ma'am, this changed by that people started learning that food could be cultivated, like plants could be grown, and agriculture started, and
Good,
many different areas started growing.
good beta. We'll study about what more things advanced. Let's see. In some areas, not all. Remember, we are talking only about some areas.
Yes,
People
ma'am.
learn to tap the ores of metals. What do you mean by tap the ores?
Ma'am, can you repeat the question, please?
What does this word mean? Tap the ores.
Uh, um,
See this line, say I'll read it. People learn to tap the ores. What does this mean?
ma'am, ma'am,
Take your
to extract the metals that you from the ground.
to extract and then to use it. Tapping
Okay.
means utilizing something. Okay.
Okay,
So they
ma'am.
learn to extract ores and also use these ores, mainly of which metals? Copper and
Copper
tin.
and tin.
So please remember the first ores to be extracted and utilized. When I use this word tap, I mean extracting as well as utilizing. Yes, Pachi. So which were the two metals mainly in the beginning?
Copper, copper and tin.
Okay. Why did people go mainly for copper? They were very fascinated by copper. Reason being, it was used for its bluish green color. It had a very beautiful, different color. And that color was
Okay.
what?
Bluish green.
Yes. So they liked this metal a lot. The color was very unique. So it was extensively used for making what? Jewelry
Just
and for subsequently. First, they used
okay,
it for
ma'am.
making jewelry because the color was very
Right.
attractive. What was the color?
Bluish green color was very attractive.
Yes. So to make their tools more stylish, after polishing them, they started making tools from copper, or they started giving the edges of copper or a layer of copper to make it look beautiful because it had a nice color. So which were the two
Okay,
metals
ma'am.
to be tapped?
Copper and tin.
Why was copper the most favorite?
Ma'am, because it had a distinctive bluish green color.
And copper was mainly used for two things that time. What were they?
Making jewelry and for tools.
Good. There was also a growing familiarity with other kinds of produce from distant lands. Now, not only did they know what is being produced in their country, they also became familiar with things which were growing in different areas, even across the seas. This
Okay,
included
ma'am.
wood, stones, precious and semi precious stones, metals, shells, and obsidian volcanic lava. Obsidian means hardened. When there's a
Pardon.
volcanic eruption, see, whenever there's a
Yes, ma'am.
volcanic eruption, the lava comes out, and when it cools down, it becomes very
Yes,
hard.
ma'am.
It settles down, it
Okay.
becomes very hard. This is known as obsidian volcanic
Obsidian.
lava. What is it called?
Okay, ma'am. Yeah, obsidian volcanic lava.
When it comes out, it is in a molten state, bache. It's very hot and it is in a molten state. We call it lava. What do we call it? Simple lava. But
Lava.
जब वो ठंडा हो जाता है, it cools down and it forms a rock-like structure, then it is called as obsidian
Obsidian
volcanic.
volcanic lava.
Now, beta देखो. Apart from knowing about their own produce, they have got information about many more things. They
Yes,
learned
ma'am.
about different metals, shells, and which lava?
Obsidian volcanic lava.
Yes. And how did they get this information from different lands? Because they were going from place to place and carrying goods and ideas with them. Because when people
Okay, ma'am.
moved from one place to another place, what did they carry with them? Two things they used to carry. What are they?
Goods and ideas.
So when you go to a distant place, when you go to a hilly area, supposing you find something interesting, you pick up that idea and you try and incorporate here back to land plains. This is
Yes,
what
ma'am.
people were doing better. They were traveling, and because of travel, they got so much of extra information from other places. There was
Okay,
also
ma'am.
growing familiarity. This part is clear with increasing
Yes,
trade.
ma'am.
Why do you think people were moving from one place to another place? The main reason was
Ma'am,
this. What is it?
for trade. Trade.
Very for trade. The growth of villages and towns and the movement of people in place of the small communities of early people now grew into small states. Now people started gradually settling down together at one place. So earlier we did not have, we just had small villages and small
Hmm.
towns. Now we have bigger states, bigger land settlements, bigger settlements where
Okay, ma'am.
people stay, small states.
Okay.
What did we
Okay,
have
ma'am.
now?
Small stage.
See, if I talk about Bareilly, then it's a small town or a village. We have villages here. But then when I talk
Yes,
about Bareilly, Lucknow, Gorakhpur, all together, what does it make? It makes a state.
state.
What does it mean?
State.
States. So similarly, all the land settlements, people started settling down. Lot of people staying together. Ab chota villages and towns ki jagah we now had
State.
states. But all this did not happen in a day. All these changes took place slowly, several thousand years. How many years did it take?
Several thousand years.
Yes. The pace quickened with the growth of the first city. The first city, it took thousands of years. But after that, the speed was quicker. The next city that we had, it took less time. The next city we had, it took even less time. So people learned that
Okay.
yes, if we stay together in a city, the life is more convenient, the life is more easy. So first city
Okay.
बनने में तो it took us about thousands of years. But gradually उसके बाद में जो cities बने, they
Ma'am,
were comparatively what?
easier to
Comparatively,
make and faster. Faster to
yes,
make.
yes, they were comparatively quicker, beta. Okay. Also,
Yes,
the changes had far reaching consequences. Now, what were the consequences? Some scholars have described this as a revolution, as the lives of the people were probably transformed beyond recognition. When they started staying together, the life of people changed entirely. Like we talk about a person who's coming from a remote village, he comes and stays in a city. Gradually, his lifestyle changes or not?
yes, ma'am.
Hmm? Person coming
Yes,
from
ma'am.
remote village, it changes
Yes,
a
ma'am.
lot. He puts his yes. How does it change? He puts his child to a school. The children become literate. His eating
Yes,
sense,
ma'am.
his wearing, the clothes that he wears, it changes.
Hmm.
Similarly, it happens here, beta. Chote villages and towns, se people started saying in cities. So it was kind of a revolution because the life of the people transformed beyond recognition. इतना change हो गया that हम पहचान ही नहीं पा रहे थे. I mean, we could not even recognize that these people have come from these villages. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Look out for continuities and changes as we explore these two contrasting themes. Now we are going to see how life transformed or how life changed. But before I go ahead, we did this paragraph where we talked about people becoming familiar in extracting metals. This is what we had
Yes,
talked
ma'am.
about. In this,
Yes,
we talked
ma'am.
about that what information they got when they traveled for trade from one place to another.
Hmm.
This paragraph deals with the making of new cities in place of villages and towns. So
Done.
I'll be asking you a few questions on these three paragraphs later. We are going to study about this. We have selected only some examples of earlier societies. Let's see which other societies we have taken. Let's start. We are going to focus on the first one. We are going to compare this. I'll give you something. You have to see this.
Okay, ma'am.
Africa, Europe. This comparison is between
Africa and Europe.
Africa and Europe.
Europe.
See the differences. We are going to study about all these things. So once I explain it to you, this table will be easier for you to understand. Then we are going to compare Asia and South Asia also. This is a comparison between which areas, beta?
Asia and South Asia.
Yes, we'll go further. America and Australia. This comparison shows you the difference between America and
Australia.
Australia. Okay. It is going to show you the difference between which countries? Very quickly. America and Australia.
Australia.
See, there are so many things which we are going to see. Okay. Yes, let us talk about this. Thoda, let's go for pictures. Comparison, I'll tell you later.
Okay, ma'am.
Let's do this. See this. What is this? Just study this box for a minute. Let me discuss this with you. I'll give you 1 minute. See what this picture tells you and what is it all about. And then tell me better.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. I'm ready.
Done? Okay, tell me.
Yes.
Tell me.
Ma'am, this picture shows how an archaeologist works and discovers many things. It is showing that the square that is kept on the left side of the archaeologist, ma'am, it helps us to find the horizontal positions of the artifacts that he or she has discovered. And while the triangular poles the poles that are arranged in a triangular to the right side to show us the vertical position, like how deep and how all that stuff about the artifacts that he or she has discovered. To find the
The
position.
vertical. Good. And what is this?
Ma'am, this picture shows the fossil that has been found.
Yes. So it is, this fossil is inside a limestone.
Yes,
The fossil which is discovered is inside what? It's buried inside, or it is inside a limestone, a big piece of limestone. So it has to be taken out. It has to be extracted from the limestone. See, it is written that it is embedded in the limestone, embedded, under habitable. So
Yes,
this
ma'am.
requires what? What does it require?
Skill and patience.
You just cannot break that big lump of limestone and extract out the fossil, because the fossil will get damaged. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So they're trying to tell you that it is a painstaking process. This process is very painstaking. It is not easy. If you see over here, we have a fossil embedded inside this limestone. So this person, archaeologist, is trying to extract it. What are the two things which he needs?
Skill and patience.
Very good, very good. Okay. It needs a lot of skill and patience. 24th November 1859, when Charles Darwin, he wrote a book, Origin of Species. I think you read in biology in 9th or 10th.
Yes, ma'am.
So he wrote this book, Origin of Species, 1859, it was published. This is considered to be a landmark in the study of evolution. First time when this book came in the market, 1250 copies were sold out on the same day, first day itself. How many copies were sold of this book?
1250.
Why so many people went for this? Because he came up with an entirely new concept which people had never heard about. What was there in the book? Darwin argued that humans had evolved from animals a long time ago. So this was something very interesting for people. They did not know about this. So they wanted to know that yes, how is this possible? What was the main idea of the book?
Origin of species.
Yes. What was the main idea? What did Darwin argue in this book? What did he say?
That humans had evolved from animals a long time ago.
Very good. See, we had religious people also. They had their own ideas different from Charles Darwin. They have stories about the creation of human beings, like how human beings were made, God made, or nature made, but they do not correspond with the scientific discoveries. They do not correspond with that. So religious theory अलग चलता है and ये अपना scientific theory हमारा अलग चलता है that how man must have evolved. Let's come to this. This is the skull of which man?
Netherland man.
Not Netherlands.
Neanderthal.
Pronounce.
Neanderthal.
Yes, Neanderthal man. Pronounce it again.
Neanderthal.
Just read what is written over here. Look at the skull. I'll tell you something about this. Okay, read it quickly.
Ma'am, can you repeat what do I have to do? There was a call that so I could not hear what.
Okay, just read what is written in this box about this skull. Okay.
Okay.
And we'll discuss. We'll just discuss this.
Yes, ma'am.
Read, beta?
Yes, ma'am.
This shows you the fossil of a skull. It is believed that it is skull of which man?
Neanderthal man.
Neanderthal means सबसे पुराना वाला human species, the oldest species that we have. It is believed that their body was small. The ratio when we talk about the body was small, but the skull was very, very huge. In Neanderthal man, whatever fossils we have got, it proves that Neanderthal man had, if you compare the ratio, the body was comparatively smaller, but the skull was very, very big. See the skull. If you can see the skull in the fossil, see this.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am,
Neanderthal man means the first, like the first generation of the first species.
The ancient most man whose fossil we have as an evidence.
Okay.
Some of those who dismissed the antiquity of the skull, isn't it an antique piece? Antiquity, antique, very antique. They regarded it as brutish or a pathological idiot. They did not believe this. They said it is not possible. If we go according to pathology, if we talk about medical science, then this is idiot. This is not possible only. They do not believe only that this is the skull of a man. It cannot be so huge. This is considered to be or believed to be the skull of which man?
Neanderthal man.
But many people do not believe this. They just call it as a pathological idiot. They do not believe this. Okay, now look at these skulls. Look at these skulls. There are 4 skulls. How many are there?
4.
Now please read about these 4 skulls and tell me A, B, C, D. What is it? Who's? Then we'll discuss about it. Read better.
Ma'am, done.
Tell me, Beta. Tell me a bit what you understood.
Ma'am, I understood that the first skull is that of an ape. Ma'am, apes are the animals that belong to the species of monkeys and the gorillas and animals of those kinds.
Okay.
Ma'am, B belongs to a species known as Australopithecus.
Okay.
I don't know how to pronounce it correctly, but
okay, never mind. Continue.
Ma'am, then the third skull is of a species known as Homo erectus. That also means upright man, or the man that walks. Yes, ma'am. And the fourth belongs to Homo sapiens, or that is also our present day human being.
Good, good. That means we are talking about very old to new. So this is an
Yes, ma'am.
ape. Our
Yes, ma'am.
ancestors generally considered to be this. Now we come to the species, the B1. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
This is a normal ape. We don't even know about which species of ape it is. Now we're going to talk about this second one, second species, Australopithecus. Pronounce it.
Australopithecus.
See, you put a line over here. Break this word Australo. What is the word?
Australopithecus.
Pithecus. Now it is easier for you. We are going to
Yes,
study
ma'am.
about this a little more about in detail. Australopithecus. Okay. Then
Australopithecus.
this
Yes,
is,
ma'am.
so this was the first stage, ape. Then we have Australopithecus. Then we come to Homo erectus, this third one. Till this stage, it was all crawling and walking on 4 feet.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, beta. Then the front wala for 2 feet, they developed into hands. Okay, and
Yes,
man
ma'am.
started walking straight. This is the third
Okay.
stage, Homo
Yes, ma'am.
erectus. What is it called?
Yes, ma'am. Homo erectus.
Earlier it was walking on 4 feet. Then the first आगे वाला जो 2 feet है, they were modified to hands. And then we got this stage which is called as Homo erectus.
Sapiens.
And finally, we come to this Homo sapiens, which had the brain. Brain was very active, this stage.
Okay,
So what are the
okay, ma'am.
prominent features? Here, there is no specialization.
Yes,
This is
ma'am.
Australopithecus, again, no specialization.
Specialization.
Here we had Homo.
Man, Homo erectus, where man started walking on 2 feet.
Yes, straight. They could stand straight. And this was the fourth stage where the brain became very active. And what is it called?
Homo sapiens.
Yes. Which actually means thinking man or wise man. Man
Yes,
who
ma'am.
has the power to think. So very quickly,
Ma'am,
can we have?
ma'am, can I be excused for just 2 minutes? I just need to do something. My brother is asking for my help.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Thank you, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Never mind. If you have something, you manage it. It's absolutely okay.
Yes. Ma'am, what do I have to do now?
You're done with whatever work you had?
Yes, ma'am. He was just asking for something, and I was the only one who was who knows about that, so he was asking me about that. I'm done now.
Fine. So we were talking about these 4 stages. I'll put my cursor and you tell me which one am I talking about. This is,
Okay. Ape.
and this is
Australopithecus.
good. This is
Homo erectus.
good. And this is
Homo sapiens.
good. Now we'll study more about it. If you see, if you notice them, there are a lot of differences. Brain
Yes,
case,
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
this. There's a difference in the brain also. What else difference
Yes,
can you
ma'am.
see?
The jaw.
Jaws.
The jaw.
Yes.
The
Brain,
jaw.
jaws, and teeth
Teeth.
also. So main 3 differences, these are the 3 stages we have seen. The differences that you notice in the skulls here are some of the changes that came about as a result of human evolution. Okay. We know that the
Yes,
story
ma'am.
of evolution is very long. Changes have been many years, very complicating. There are many unanswered questions still, and new data often lead to revision and modification of earlier understandings. What happens is we get something new, maybe a new data or a new fossil, and then again we have to go back to the old theory and say कि नहीं कुछ तो गड़बड़ है, what we were thinking is not right. Okay, this
Okay,
happens
ma'am.
almost every day. It happens almost every day. What happens? There are
Ma'am,
modifications of earlier understandings.
okay, ma'am.
Modifications of what? Earlier?
Understanding.
We come across something and then we need to go back and revise again that what we were thinking, was it correct or not?
Not.
It is possible to trace these developments back to between 36 and 24 MYA. What do we mean by MYA?
Ma'am, like we say um, after Christ, before Christ, like something like that. Like there's a years, months, and dates, like something around, like
What do you
something
mean
to
by,
describe that.
nay, what does this word mean? 25 MYA. What is this MYA? ADBC, we know.
Ma'am, it's a unit to describe time, but it is very like old and ancient.
MYA means million years ago.
Oh.
Okay. What does MYA stand for?
Million years ago.
So MYA. Clear? What does MYA mean?
Million years ago.
See, now when we started from here. Let me show you this. We are going to talk about MYAs. This is what you need to know. We are talking about which years? 36 and 25 MYA. Matlab, what is MYA?
Million years ago.
Why are we writing it ulta, Snehal? Why are we not writing 26 to 36?
Ma'am, because when we are like we go for, ma'am, because from when we study history, we always go from the most ancient to the new one. So we write it in opposite.
Yes. So we are going to go from 36 million years ago to
24
24 million years ago.
million
So
years
imagine
ago.
it's going to be a very, very ancient time that we are going to talk about. So you know what is MYA?
Million years ago. Yes, ma'am.
We sometimes find it difficult to conceptualize such long spans of time. Conceptualize, we don't have concepts to plan, to think about them. If you consider a page of your book to represent 10,000 years, see, it's a very simple way of remembering. One page of your book, you take it as how many years?
10,000 years.
10,000 years. Then 10 pages would represent 100,000 years. 100 pages would be equal to how many years?
1 million.
1 million years. So if you think of 36 million years ago, you'll have to think about the book, how many pages?
3,600 pages long.
Yes. So this was the time when we had primates. This was the time when we had primates. Primates are a category of mammals only. So 36,000 years back, I'm talking about these kind of organisms originated in Asia and Africa. Where did we find these primates?
Asia and Africa.
Yes. And then about 24 million years ago, we had a subgroup among primates, which was called as hominoids. So the first
Hominoids.
animals which came, they were primates. From primates, we got these hominoids. Some another category. What are they called?
Hominoids.
Hominoids. These hominoids were the apes. Okay. And hominoids, we find them somewhere 5.6 million years ago.
Okay, ma'am.
Let's trace this. Let's trace this. Okay. We had first this one. Here. Let's take this. The first categories we had primates 36 million years ago. Which ones?
36 primates, 36 million years ago.
और पीछे जाएंगे 24 million years ago, we got another variety, a little modified variety of primates. What was it called?
Hominoids.
Hominoids. And then you come to 5.6 million years ago, we have the first evidence that we had the first modified hominoids. While hominoids have evolved from hominoids, see this, we have this, see the difference in the spellings, this word and this word. See carefully, beta. Then let me explain.
Yes,
Is
ma'am.
there any difference in spelling?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, in the first spelling, there is no O after N, but in the second one, there is an O.
So I'm giving you 1 minute. Yes, I'm giving you 1 minute. Read this paragraph and tell me that this came from this or this came from this. Hominids from hominoids or hominoids from hominids. Read and tell me quickly. Read the paragraph and tell.
Hominids came from hominoids.
So which ones were the first animals that we have?
Ma'am, first were the primates, and then they were the hominoids, and then they were the hominids.
Yes. So primates were how many million years ago?
Ma'am, 36 million years ago.
Yes, beta. And then we had the next category was?
Hominoids, 24 million years ago.
Yes. Then the next was?
5.6 million years ago were the hominids.
Yes. Okay. So remember this sequence. You need to remember this sequence. The first one, primates. After primates,
Hominoids,
good.
and then hominids.
Yes. So remember the difference. The spelling is a little confusing. We need to remember
Yes,
this. They
yes,
have
ma'am.
common features. Some of the features are common in hominids and hominoids. The features are common because hominids actually evolved from hominoids only. But there are major differences also. There are some similarities also. There are some differences also. What is the difference? The old ones, the primitive ones, have a smaller brain, and the hominids, they had a larger brain. Brain is
Hmm.
developing. What
Yes,
is
ma'am.
happening to the brain?
It's developing. It's increasing in size.
So brain is more advanced in hominids. They are quadrupeds walking on all fours, but with flexible forelimbs. Quadrupeds means they have four limbs, and they used to walk with flexible forelimbs. Forelimbs means the front ones. They are very flexible. So they used to use the front two limbs for holding things, like for hand and
Yes,
all.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Hominids, by contrast, have an upright posture and bipedal location. Matlab, the back wala two, they were used for walking, and the front two were used as hands. So
Hand.
these are the marked differences in the hand which enable the making and use of tools. Because the first two were modified into hands beta, that is why they could make such kind of tools. Okay,
Tool.
now let me have the differences between hominids and hominoids from you. Tell me very quickly.
Ma'am, the hominoids had much smaller brains than the hominids. The hominoids walked on were what's it? Quadrupeds, but
Very
that is
good.
walking on all four feet, but with flexible forelimbs, while the hominids had an upright posture and they walked on 2 feet and they used their hands to hold things. That also enabled them to make tools and use tools.
Yes. So the ancient one were primates. From primates we had,
Hominoids
and
and
from
then
hominoids we had,
hominids.
which one were advanced?
Hominids.
Okay, 1 second I'm giving you. Let me scroll up whatever I've done today and then a very quick revision regarding what
Okay.
we've done, including the metals wala part and all. First, I'll go
Okay,
to
ma'am.
that part. Let us go to what we did. This comparisons and all you need not learn as of now. It is not needed, beta.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, this paragraph. Read quickly. Okay, beta, start speaking whatever we've done today quickly.
Ma'am, as development started, people also started to tap ore, that is extracting and utilizing the metals. The main metals that were used were copper and tin. Copper was used extensively because of its bluish green and for its for its, for its beautiful bluish green color. It was used to make jewelries and for tools. Other uh, People also started knowing about different types of materials produced that was used in different lands. There were the wood, stones, including different kinds of stones, whether precious or semi-precious, metals, shells, and obsidian lava, volcanic lava. People started traveling from place to place, carrying goods and ideas with them. Due to the increase in trade, many permanent settlements, such as villages and towns, started becoming bigger and grew and became small states. These changes took place over many thousand years, and it was much faster for other towns to be created rather than the first town.
Good.
The
Very quickly,
development
1 minute. Very good, beta. 1 minute you take and describe the 4 stages. The skulls we had done. What was the development from primates? The last part, very quickly.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, the first skull that was found was that of an ape. The second one that was found was that of an Australopithecus, and the third one was that of a Homo erectus, that means an upright man, and the fourth one was of Homo sapiens, that is the present day human beings.
Good, good. And the last one, progress of animals. Last.
Progress of animals. The first evidence of any existence was that of primates about 36 million years ago. Then the evidence started
We are
coming
going
that
to the English class after this, okay?